A group calling itself the Australian Vaccination Network is celebrating victory over the Healthcare Complaints Commission today after the Supreme Court ruled that the Commission did not have the authority to issue a public warning against them. Supporters of the network say the website promotes parental choice in whether children should be vaccinated, and they refuse to abide by an HCCC ruling to state on the site that they provide anti-vaccination information. So is the victory a slap in the face for the Commission? Reporter Rebecca Barrett was in the Supreme Court in Sydney for the judgment.
That's right, Ros. I guess it pretty much is. Now, what's happened with this story is that the Australian Vaccination Network took Supreme Court action against the Healthcare Complaints Commission. And what the Supreme Court has found today, that the HCCC, the Healthcare Complaints Commission, went outside its jurisdiction in investigating two complaints against the Australian Vaccination Network, that it shouldn't have issued a recommendation for the Australian Vaccination Network to put on its website words to the effect that the Australian Vaccination Network's purpose is to provide anti-vaccination information and that this information should not be taken as medical advice. Now, the Vaccination Network refused to comply with that recommendation, so didn't put it on its website. Well, the next stage that happened is that the Healthcare Complaints Commission issued a public warning. Now, this is in July 2010, so it's nearly 2 years ago now. This has been going on for quite some time. So the HCCC issued a public warning, and that public warning stated that the Australian Vaccination Network provides misleading and inaccurate information, that it seems to take research out of context. Now, this has been the basis for this court action today. So very much a slap in the face for the Healthcare Complaints Commission.
And is this judgment going to make the whole issue of vaccinating children more confusing?
Well, you would imagine so, because I think when you Google vaccination, one of the first websites that pops up is the Australian Vaccination Network. Now, on their website, it actually says that they feel that their job is to put across a point of view that puts across the disadvantages of vaccination. So a parent potentially going to that website seeking information and advice may not necessarily know that the line that they're pushing is very much about the disadvantages of vaccination. So I guess it does bring that into question. It also brings into question what happens now with the Healthcare Complaints Commission. The fact that we've had the Supreme Court say that their investigation of two complaints against the network, their recommendation and their public warning were outside their jurisdiction, raises questions as well, what can the Commission do within its jurisdiction? What are their rights? What can they investigate? So there's a lot of uncertainties.
Finally, Rebecca, any reaction yet from medical authorities, briefly?
Not at this stage. We know that the Healthcare Complaints Commission now has the opportunity to appeal this judgment, and we're waiting to hear from the Healthcare Complaints Commission now whether it will do that.
Thanks, Rebecca.